Virgin Radio 104.4. Oh, I can't wait. I'm just going to read some of these accolades because, he doesn't need to be said because when you hear the name, you'll understand. 25 UK Top 40 singles, 16 in the top 10, 9 UK Top 40 albums, 5 in the top 10, over 5 billion global streams, received 14 Brit Award nominations, 2 Grammys. His album, when voted by the public, got voted the second best album ever created, just after Michael Jackson's Thriller. Ladies and gentlemen, I love this guy. It's Craig David.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I love you too, man. I appreciate you. When you say that, it hits differently. I'm like, yo, wow, what a achievement. What a time to be alive, yeah.
Yeah, what an achievement that is. They did that public voting, and which I love, because public is where it really comes from. It's not some guy sitting in suits going at the back going, how can we vote and who's going to make the most money if we vote this person in? It's the public. They voted your album, Born to Do It, number 2, after Michael Jackson.
Wow. It was wild. I mean, when I saw that, and as you said, because it was a public vote, I was just like, that's the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so many albums. And at the same time, wasn't to get too gassed and just kind of, it's like you can get a little inflated by, you're like, oi. And I was just like, but to be anywhere near the legend of Michael Jackson. It's funny though, because I remember being out in LA when I did my first run of shows there, and we did 3 nights sold out at a place called the House of Blues.
Oh, yeah. Not just
iconic.
That's the House of Blues, man.
The House of Blues.
The House of Blues. Yeah. I was like 18 years old. It was like first time out, I had my band with me. So the first night, this was an incredible run of people that came to see me. Remember, I've only just come from my flat in Southampton with posters of these people on my wall. First night came out, it was Jennifer Lopez and Missy Elliott came to see me perform. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I'm looking up at the balcony. Following night, Queen Bee herself comes out.
Oh, really?
Beyonce comes out to support. And I'm looking up singing like Fill Me In and 7 Days. And these are all songs from the first album. Third night, I look in the crowd and I see there's a commotion in the crowd. Everyone's looking at someone and I couldn't quite work out who it was. And I'm singing Walking Away. And I look and it's Stevie Wonder in the crowd singing Walking Away. And I've got to get a lump in my throat and like a tear starts going in my eye and I'm thinking, I need to hold it together. And because I'm thinking, what is happening here? Like, wow. I grew up listening to, I got to meet him after. He came backstage with the late, great Quincy Jones.
Yeah. Wow.
And it was the Quincy line. I know I've just name dropped the whole of the world, but it's just like, in context, I'm an 18-year-old kid who's just seen all these people. And Quincy just says, yeah, a great show. And you know what? Yeah, MJ's giving your album out to like 10 of his friends. Like, he loves the album. I said, huh? I said, sorry?
What?
Like, he was so blasé with it. I said, yeah, Michael, he loves the album. He's given out to like 10 of his friends. So I said, Michael Jackson has Born to Do It. And he even knows of me at all, or any of those songs, and gives it sort of, like it was all calm. I was like, if my chariot, my little Cinderella moment turns into a pumpkin and I end up going back home, this would have been the most whimsical trip ever. So going back to that MTV like poll that was going on, wow, crazy, my guy.
Michael Jackson was handing out Born to Do It to his friends.
That for me was like almost at the pinnacle of, because I had like Destiny's Child posted on my wall, Missy Elliott, Michael Jackson. So it was just, it's just one of those things that when you see it and it becomes real, it's very whimsical. It's like Charlie, when you get the golden ticket and you're actually in the chocolate factory, you're just like, whoa, what's happening there?
Oh my gosh.
You were 18. Were you allowed in the House of Blues? Because it's 21 and over, isn't it?
Well, I think they made an exception that time. I don't want to rewrite history, but you're good, man. Were you on the door that time?
I said, let him in.
Thanks, man.
Let him in.
I appreciate you, Chris.
He was born to do it. Craig David hanging out with us. We're going to talk about the old times and some of the classics, and then we've got some new music, which we are so excited to hear as well. We're going to be hearing it this morning, which is great.
I mean, just hearing you talk about all of that, and you said you shouldn't get gassed up about it. What was the moment where you did, though? Like, was there a moment in your career? You're such a nice guy. You're always so humble. You're always so gracious. Was there a moment in your career where you went, man, I made it. I did it. I did this.
And I got gassed up. Okay.
Yeah, come on. There's got to be a time, right?
Did you ever say, I'm Craig David?
And do you know what? That is asking you to get shut down one time. You know when you walk up into a line, a queue to get in somewhere, and you drop that name thing? Yeah. Oh my God. Like, for me, it's the funniest thing ever when people do that and they get shut down and told to go to the back. So I learned very well. Thankfully, I grew up in my very humble beginnings with my mum and dad and the morals they set to me. So it's like that getting too inflated. They've always said, keep your feet on the floor, which is just, it's always stuck with me. But being gassed, there's just been so many moments of it. I think like the first Born to Do It, okay, the first #1 album, you can't help but be gassed. You're like, oh my God, it's #1 in the album. My first single, Fill Me In, like that was released the same week as Destiny's Child, Say My Name, and I ended up getting the #1 single that week.
Sick.
And you're like, but Say My Name's my tune. This is Destiny's Child, like. So it was like a gassed, but like I'm actually more gassed about the fact that I'm in the chart with Destiny's Child than I was. So there's just been loads along the way, and I think for me it's just enjoying those moments and like never negate them and make them feel like you can have that moment if it's inflated, but then just calm yourself down after that and get back to it. You know what I mean?
But everyone had that album, like all of your friends, like in your Citroen Saxo, you put it on. People were dressing like you with the beanie hats, with the
Mate,
beards.
I barely had any facial hair at that age, but I did the
beard,
The
the proper thin line business.
and I just wanted to be Craig David. I mean, I still do, but like when I was 21, 22, I think we're nearly around the same age, and I was like, I just wanted to be that guy. Seriously.
You are that guy, though.
And we
Let's not
want
get
it.
it twisted, man. I saw Fade Fit outside when I came.
Thank you,
But
bro.
also,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
all the women wanted that guy, so that's why all the guys turned into that
It's
guy.
true. But you went to clubs
Yes.
and you wanted to be like, I would get dressed being like, I just wanted to be Craig David. Like, that's sort of really what it was. It was such a moment in time that I think worlds had to align for that to happen. There's not many artists in your time that had that. I don't know.
Changing
like,
the tide. I think.
like, can I go?
It changed the tide. I think, right?
Yeah, like, and we're going to come to this because one of the other artists that I felt kind of similar was Usher, the early Usher.
Yes.
When Usher was doing 7 o'clock on the dot, all that. Like, all those songs, I felt Craig and Usher were like the two guys bringing the music that I wanted to hear at that age. Like,
Agreed,
And I really felt that moment. Now, going full circle, not long ago, you're on stage with Usher, and Usher is giving Craig the roses, like telling you're the one that did this for him. How special was that?
Man, I mean, wow. I mean, I'm going back to like growing up with Usher when he was doing all the time I think of you holding on to someone new, don't make me lose my mind. Early, before You Make Me Wanna and the My Way album, I was like, Usher, like the tone of your voice is incredible, and the songs that Jermaine Dupri then would go and produce with him. So when I got the call up recently to go and do the O2 Arena in London, and we'd just come off an arena tour, so it was like 3 or 4 weeks before I'd been doing my shows and doing my thing, and then it was like, would you pull up and do a little guest performance? Would you come out like unannounced? We just do Fill Me In and maybe drop the big one, do 7 days, right? And I was like, come on, my guy, let's do it.
Wow.
And my first ever Vibe magazine cover in the US was Usher back in the day. It was Usher, Faith Evans, and Blue Cantrell.
Wow.
And I was gassed. I mean, it's Usher, Faith Evans. I mean, One More Chance, and like, As Soon As I Get Home, and these tunes. Blue Cantrell was having a big hit at the time.
Yeah.
I was dreaming.
Hit 'em up style.
I was dreaming.
it was a wholesome time, you know?
Yeah. Such an era of great music, by the way.
So
Good
good.
time, right?
Such a great,
Good time. So to see it like all go full circle, and I'd gone down to Southampton to see my mum where she lives in the UK, and I had the opportunity to go back to my original flat where I was born,
So cool.
as part of a charity called Shelter, to just shine light on social housing and making sure there was a foundation for young mothers growing up. As I left to go back to London, she goes, I just found your CD chain, the pendant with the CD on it that you used to wear. I was like, oh man, I missed that. She goes, do you want to take it with you back to London? I was like, I don't know. Okay, let me take it with me. 3 days later, I get the call from Usher saying, like, do you want to pass through and do this O2? I was like, I'm going to have to pull for the CD chain. I pull out the chain feeling like one Avenger, like with the Avengers at the assembly, we have come to... Oh, yeah. Iron Man things. Went on stage to 7 days, and the fact that he gave his flowers the way he did, the way he was on stage doing 7 days with me, it was just, I really appreciated what he said. He didn't have to say that.
Yeah.
Usher's a legend, right? Wow. And it was just a really iconic moment. And the love that people showed from it was amazing. So, yeah, what a guy. And what a beautiful full circle moment, yeah.
We love that. We're going to get into 7 days right now. I mean, you've talked about this song so many times. When you hear it now on the radio, you still love it?
Yeah, man. I said when some of the lovely staff came through with bottles of water, people from at the back.
Yeah, hold on.
The finance team.
Yeah, the finance and sales never come into this place unless they need money from us.
Yeah.
But they came in bearing water for Craig David because they've been hanging out, which is
50 women.
Yeah, I know. It's like every woman that worked in this company is all of a sudden like, oh, hi, Chris, what are you doing? I'm like, you don't talk to me. What's going on?
It was like on a silver platter, literally.
It's a golden.
I was like, yo, do you know what? It's I say the gift that keeps giving because it's the reaction that song has for people. So people always remember where they were and what they were doing and who they're with. But then also when I go out as a performer and you just hear that open line, dun, 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 that's a single word. And the roar, you're like, come on, isn't that what every artist is dreaming of?
Yes.
Because it came on TikTok recently. Again, it made that circulation on TikTok, and everyone was playing it. I did not grow in the same generation that you did, but this song is very monumental. Like, every person knew this song. Every time it played, everyone was so into it. It's just something about it that holds so much like meaning and power throughout all these years. So I love it.
I appreciate you. It's funny because it just seems to come up in any social conversations or about anything. If anyone mentions 7 days, it tends to somehow, oh, well, what did you do on Wednesday? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be a political thing that's really kicking off. It's like, yeah, but Monday you met the thing, and then Tuesday. I was like, how did I get into this conversation? But I'm like, gift that keeps giving. So I appreciate you.
Nala, what year were you born?
1997.
What song did the song come out?
2000, wasn't it?
2000, yeah.
So you were 3 years old when this song came out, huh? And that's and they know the song. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
It really is.
All right, we're going to do it right now. 7 days with the one and only Craig David. Could you introduce the song, please, man?
Of course, it'd be a pleasure. Right here, Virgin Radio, with the dream team. This is 7 days. Enjoy.
Virgin Radio 104.4. 7 days, Craig David.
Yeah! Come on.
Hanging out in the studio. Classic, legendary. Always will be in my top 10 songs of all time. And I did really get asked that the other day. I'm doing some stuff where they went through eras of music and they asked me 2000s, give me some of the music that you loved. And I think I think I had 3 songs in there and they said we could only take one from every artist. So 7 days was in there, man. It was just brilliant.
Brother, man, thank you. I appreciate you. You know, it's like a caring, sharing community, man. Like the music, when it connects, like I said, it brings people together. Like we've been following each other. We know each other for a long time now. But like, and we were talking like just when we DM each other, it's like saying coming through. I was just like, it's so wholesome when you get to see people winning. I just love it. So the song for me is like it. I know people when they sing it with the chest, and it's like they're winning. When I come outside, I see Fade Fit outside. I see man like absolutely embodying and enjoying and pushing the culture in such a way, helping people. It makes me feel like this is wholesome. This is what it's all about, right?
Yeah, thank you, man.
I'm just grateful.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I feel like if you do good, you get good. So you put good stuff out, it always comes back. And I feel like it works the other way. If you're an absolute of a human being, somewhere down the line, it does come back to you. So I love that your success has been. I believe you're such a good soul from the first time we ever met Craig to even today. Nothing has changed, and I believe that even in the year 2000, if I ever crossed your path, you'd be the same humble man that you are. And we're grateful to have you back here. You were on the streets. I love this. I saw this. This came up on my TikTok, and I loved it. DJ AG?
AG, yeah.
So DJ AG, if you don't know, he's out on... Where is that? Is it London? Where is he?
That was right by Waterloo train station. So he's literally out. He's outside, literally outside.
So outside Waterloo train station, he's set up decks and he's got a mic. And from what I understand, he started just kind of doing this. And then all of a sudden, he was playing big songs and he formed a crowd and people were coming out. Now some of the artists are coming out. You went out. I love it. How did this even happen? You're in Waterloo. You're in London. And how did this happen?
Do you know what it is like? So he's been really trying to champion and support the whole scene. So have unsigned artists, people who just rock up and just say, oh, can you put an instrumental on or do a cappella? But at the same time, artists were starting to notice that they were like, maybe I should pull up. So behind the scenes, he was like, you know, maybe we should, if you pull through, come do the little, like, maybe just one of your tunes. I was like, bro, say less. Like, because I'm about that. Like, I feel like those spontaneous ones where people don't expect and you come up and then you rock up. And so I pulled up out of the car, boom, next thing we're like, let's go. Fill me in, did one of the new ones. It's so, and the crowd response
crazy.
Is like, yo! I mean, we have Notting Hill Carnival in the UK. And that's a huge like moment in summer. It's the same thing, like one sound system's playing, I'll just pull up and just like, you know, do a little 7 days over some reggae background track and just.
But that's the best from our point of view. I think that's what we love, like seeing those moments. I've got a little bit of This is on the streets. Right out front
Sounds
of
like
Waterloo.
it's in a studio.
And there's just, I mean, and just seeing the people's faces like, oh my gosh,
Light
it's Craig
up.
David right here. This is awesome. This is great. I mean, do you have security with you? Like, I always wonder how that works.
I rocked up with my man Jackie's like, just standing over in the corner there, literally just a low key, because I didn't live too far, so I just like we literally pulled up.
Just drive around the corner.
Yeah,
And,
it was one of those ones, and I feel like in the height of everything that goes on, and
Yeah.
we talked about like getting gassed earlier.
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
It's moments like this that just brings it back down to earth, and you recognize this is what you really got into it. Like back in there, I would have done this just anyway. But
Yes,
the fact that
yes.
you get to play these beautiful places, and you get to come on lovely radio stations like this and talk about it, and you know it goes to so many people.
Yeah.
But get down, get on the streets,
Smart.
get out and do some things. And I think people who can appreciate that, it just reminds you of why you got into this in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
and I think, can I just say, I think a lot of younger artists need to understand that. I feel like social media has brought a little bit of an ego and an entourage where it's not needed for some of the younger talent. And I saw, and I really like this guy, and in my daughters absolutely love this rapper out of the UK. And I was in Sydney at a basketball game, and we were both sitting sort of courtside area, and I just saw some fans go up to him, and he didn't want to interact.
Right.
And he had the hoodie on. There was only 2 or 3 people.
Right.
You know, and funny enough, now he's older, but I was sitting next to Redfoo from LMFAO. Some fans came up to him, and to see the way that Redfoo interacted with his fans, gave him hugs, and it was to see the difference in the generations. I felt like the younger generation, I don't want to blast them all, but I felt like learning from the icons like yourself is really important, and I think it gives longevity in a career as well, because you can go and come real quickly, but lasting is a big thing.
Having career, I always thought that when you first start off, you just want to shine and see the world, but it's what happens over 25 years have been so far, which is when you're on the top of the crest.
Yeah.
You're surfing, like, yeah, but when you come flying off it and you're in the water now and you're treading water and you're going under, and you're just like, you have to check yourself and say, are you really about this? And then finding your ways of getting back up on the board, and you'll get back on the crest again. So I feel like it's knowing that is how the music goes. Ultimately, what are you doing this really for? And for me, it's like when I came through with those waters, well, the team came through with the waters on a silver platter. We're giving hugs out here.
Yeah.
You're going to get love, because what is it about, just the chart positions, or is it about how many streams? Or
No.
Yeah.
That's the gas.
Yeah.
The real thing is someone telling you an anecdote in a story and saying, you know how this song and what it means to me. Do you know where I was when I saw that? And you see the face. It's different. We're not doing sales today. I'm telling you from my heart how I feel. It's different.
But when you reinvented yourself many times, right? When you came back with Big Nasty, we were like, what a sound.
Thank you.
This is old school Architects garage sound, you know? But you constantly reinvent yourself, whether it's with Bastille or whether it's, with Big Nasty as well. Is it hard to keep doing that? Like to find a unique way to get back in?
Do you know what's funny? I feel like, and it's a real sort of it's a bit of a paradox, because on one side I'm so grateful and I appreciate all the accolades and all the albums sold, and I appreciate all that, but at the same time it's like being able to humble yourself, go into a situation like with a brand new producer, like I did with When the Bassline Drops,
Yeah.
and he's looking at you like, yeah, my older sister, like, we used to play Rewind and film me in the house, and he's young, 18, 19. He's like, okay, cool, put the mic on, give him the vocals of vocals, and just wait to see if there's a reaction. And when you get the, ooh, you still got it, those moments become where you become super relevant. You become real-time relevant, not a story from back in the day, if you call it. And I feel like that's the thing that for me, I relish, because I love what I do. So I always want to keep on recognizing every day's a new day. Every day's I'm a student of the game. Let's go. Because as soon as I start telling you, I sold this amount of records and now you're the story.
No, you got 5 billion global streams though. That's pretty. I'll say it. I'll say it all.
That's what I'm saying. You can say it for
I'll
me.
say it all. On August 8th, the album drops. The new album, Commitment. And I want everyone, if you love Craig David, go to craigdavid.com. You can pre-register to get the album. Is there a date around August 8th? Is that a special date by any chance, or was it just selected August 8th?
It was selected, but it's funny because it's 1 week before Born to Do It came out on the 16th.
Oh,
wow.
And, well, if you do maths, that's probably like eight. The dates don't really match exactly, but
No, but it was about a week. About a week before.
About a week ago.
Okay.
And it's 25th anniversary of Born to Do It as well.
25th.
Yeah,
anniversary.
So
Oh, now I feel old.
No,
crazy
don't,
how time
mate.
flies, right?
You
Time
look the
flies.
same.
Come on.
He does.
Appreciate it.
So,
But yeah, it's an album that feels that even the title Commitment is like, just listen to what the fans have been saying for many years. Some people want the R&B guy, some people want the garage guy, some people want the more classic songs, and I'm like, okay, I know what you're trying to say. Let me articulate. I think you want that feeling, right? So
Yes.
let me give you that feeling. And I don't want to gas it up because the music does the talking, right?
sure.
Yeah.
Everyone comes through, yeah, it's been crazy. It's the best album I had since. There's some tunes on there.
Okay.
There's some
okay.
And some collabs.
Yeah, recently we had Tiwa Savage on a song called Commitment, which is
Okay.
an amazing song, that one.
Okay.
We've got JoJo with a song called In It With You. I mean, remember that Get Out Right
JoJo.
Now.
Wow.
Yeah. JoJo.
Yeah.
That was, we had to draw for,
love her.
that song, and the thing is, because I love JoJo so much and love those songs, that I knew that if we were going to collab, we have to come with a song. It can't just be like the names. It has to be when you hear the song, you're like, that's a tune. So I'm really proud of that one because it's a proper song.
Oh,
I can't-
your
She said-
voices together is gonna be insane.
Appreciate you.
Insane.
Yeah, that's cool. What's
Thank
have we
you.
got a track for that? Is it the titled already for that one, JoJo's?
So the song's called In It With You.
Okay, all right, it is okay.
And we've got Louisa Johnson on Leave the Light On, there's a lot of we've got tunes.
All right, can we are we allowed to play one? Are we allowed to play one before August 8th?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Can I
Then it
play
could get techie for
a little
someone
bit of it? Can we get an I'm just looking at the management here,
Yes.
Jack. Can I play a little bit of it? Give me 40 seconds. 30. Give me 30.
15, 20.
29
Just the
points.
hi-hat.
Yeah.
Just the intro.
Record as if he's giving you a snippet and let me run it by the powers.
Done. Okay. All right. Okay. I've sort of got an approval here to play a small snippet of. I'm going to play "Wake Up" and "Commitment."
Okay.
All right. I'm going to play just a snippet because it doesn't officially come out till August 8th. Everyone go to craigdavid.com, pre-register for this. All right. Hit me with "Wake Up" a little bit. What do we got about this? Like, what should I know about this tune before I play the small snippet?
You can
Okay,
play the
wh-
whole of Wake Up. Wake Up's out.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Commitment. So I want to
As I
let
say,
me.
Both of them you can play. It's the other songs on the album. Like,
So I
Yeah.
can play the two that you
you've
gave
got
me.
two tunes.
Okay.
Run that.
Let's redo that.
Okay, so I'm gonna just give you a little. Okay, so
So you just say yes, play
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're good to go. We're good to go.
Yes!
This is great. All right. So officially, the album's out August 8th. Where you're gonna get all of it. We got a bit right now. All right. So hit me. Wake Up. Tell me a little bit about this before I get into it.
Okay, Wake Up. We're just back in my garage bag. Like if you're liking Fill Me In and the what garage music Rewind and those songs was about, Wake Up's that, and it's just got the chorus. If you were there the first time around, you know it, and if you weren't, then you're about to hear it and feel it again.
All
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
let's do it right now. Virgin Radio 104.4. Commitment. The album is out August 8th. Pre-register right now. Go to craigdavid.com for the first time. This is Wake Up. Wake up, Craig David.
Wow.
Virgin Radio. I'm awake.
I love it. I love it. That is amazing, man.
Thank you.
So good. Love it.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
it does. Yeah, it kind of got that new school, but
Architects
also
vibe.
old school vibe to it as
Yeah.
well. So
I had to just go in because the funny thing is when it comes to garage, right? It's like I know I'm the guy for that. Like I have to come correct. Everyone's gonna be like, "Is it as good as Rewind? Is it as good as Fill Me In?"
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, cool. I think I might have to do a little 16 bars on this one because that's why I ended up throwing a little rap on there just to let people, you know what I mean? If you know, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Put it
yeah.
back. So it's got all the ingredients of a garage record. So
I don't think anyone. Well, there's probably a few artists, Twister being one,
Twister, Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Bone Thugs
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's
Harmony.
another- yeah.
and Craig David, that when you do those bars, you understand every word. You hear it. It's not just like mumble rap,
Yes, yes,
which my daughters hear and listen to sometimes.
Right.
But I don't think there are many people that can do it. Have you ever done it to someone that doesn't know that you could do that? Like, did you go to the States at some stage and just start doing that and someone's like, what was that?
Yeah, I mean, when we've done it with an acoustic guitar, it does get people sometimes because you do like you're just doing Feel Me and Nice. I was checking this girl next door on her parents, and you're so cool, and you're just like, I got the starter technique, just to making these weeks. I'm never gonna be super duper free, and you just ride it, and they're just like, wow. And then you just pull it, and especially because there's a lot of a new generation. I guess that generations are discovering me along the way.
Yeah.
That. You have to remember people weren't there necessarily the first time round. I mean, your junction period was a bit different, so you have to bring it back again and give the vibes. And it's like, oh, I didn't know that. You know, my man MCs, you know.
Yeah.
And then you got the people back in the day. Come on, man, he did MC for back. And you get that beautiful juxtaposition where people were in their front room saying, yeah, but I got the freestyle he did over reruns. Yeah, but you didn't hear the one he did on When the Bass Line Drops or Wake Up. I'm like, this is a beautiful thing.
This is great. It's so good.
Thank you.
Brother, we love you being here in Dubai. Do you own any property in the UAE yet? Have you bought anything?
I don't, but it's pulling at my heartstrings. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I come through, it's like I'm either at Safari Park or I'm over at Global Village, and man, it's pulling at me. All the places where, like, I say to the staff when I come over on the plane, like, where are you gonna go to? Where's all these hotspots? I'm going Global Village for the 7th time.
I love that.
Global Village.
That's my guy.
Living my life, you know what I mean?
So good.
It's wholesome down there.
Yes, it's the best.
Okay, let's put this out.
Okay, tell me.
Let's get Global Village at 50,000 people to watch Craig David perform. We can make this happen. I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
even joking.
We can.
I've seen that stage set up when I walk past.
Okay.
Eating a little like Bosnian house thing, just like
Yeah,
quick one,
yeah.
two, and I look, I said, whoa, I need that. Just got some oud. The guy just sold me about 400 grams of like oud and some other thing over there. I've got wood stuff. I got like candles. I got like a whole new
come
jacket.
on,
Everything
Speed around the
going on.
world.
It's everything. And then I'm looking at the stage thinking, easy. So let's say,
Okay.
let's say less. You know what I mean?
We're going to get it done. Global Village and Craig David. Wait
Yes.
for this show. Wait for this show.
Wait.
All right.
Wait.
CraigDavid.com. Go to the website. Pre-register August 8th. The album is called Commitment. You're a true legend. We love you, man.
Love you
Please
too.
come back. There's
Thank
Craig
you.
David.
Love you guys. Thank you.